A whole bunch of people have asked me how to make one of the curved lightsabers like Count Dooku had, so I thought about it for a little while, put together a few parts. So this is what I came up with, and this is made from parts that you can find in any plumbing store. To make a curved lightsaber, you're going to need a 6-inch piece of 1.5-inch extension pipe. You can get this in any hardware store. A piece of 1.25-inch plastic extension pipe. Now I've already cut the threads off of this one, and I've wrapped enough tape around it so that it fits down inside the 1.5-inch pipe really nice and tight, and leave about 3/4 of an inch sticking out the other end. The other thing you're going to need is a 1-inch 45-degree PVC coupling. I've already painted this one black. This will cost you about $1. And a sink faucet handle that looks good. You can paint this any color you want to. I'm going to paint this one silver. Now I'm going to do a cutout on this one just like Dooku had in his saber, and I'm going to do that the same way that I did the cutout on the Qui-Gon saber. So I've already drawn it on here in marker, and I'm going to take a Dremel tool and go ahead and cut that out. After you do your cutouts, it'll look like this. The next thing you're going to do is take your 1.25-inch tube and glue it down inside here. The next thing you're going to do is take your 45-degree PVC coupling and glue it onto that little piece of 1.25-inch pipe that's sticking out the bottom. Next, you're going to take a short piece of 1.25-inch plastic pipe, wrap some tape around there so it fits in there really tight, and glue that in the other end. Then you're going to take your sink faucet handle after you've painted it silver and glue it over top of that little piece of pipe. To finish your Dooku saber, you just need to dress it up a little bit, and all I did was added a power button and put a rubber gasket on the front here to make that look a little better. And it turned out pretty good. The bent handle doesn't actually help you with any sword techniques. They did it in the movie just because Count Dooku's character was supposed to be aristocratic and very elegant, so they wanted a saber that reflected that, and that's why they made it with a bent handle. This is another lightsaber that I made from just bits and pieces of scraps that I had laying around. It's made pretty much the same way as the ones in the last video. This is a piece of 1.25-inch PVC pipe that I painted black. I cut it off at a 45-degree angle and glued it on top of a 1.25-inch extension pipe. And this is some sump pump tube that I painted silver and slid down over top the pipe. This is some 1.5-inch extension pipe that I had left over, so I slid that up against there. And the butt cap is made from a sprinkler head that I had left over. And this is a Lego block that I just glued on top there. Looks kind of like power dials or something. And I glued a couple of power buttons on the front. I wanted to make a lightsaber that a Sith would use, something that would look really intimidating and evil, but I didn't want to make another double-bladed lightsaber like Darth Maul had. So I thought about making a single-bladed lightsaber, and this is what I came up with. To make this lightsaber, you're going to need a 1.5-inch extension pipe, a 1.25-inch plastic extension pipe. I've already cut the threads off of this one. A piece of 1.25-inch PVC pipe with the thick walls about 2 inches long. A plastic for sale sign. And a sink faucet handle that looks good. I've already painted this one black. First thing you're going to do is take your extension pipe and cut it off about 7 inches from the end. The next thing you're going to do is mark your cutouts and then cut them out with a Dremel tool. You can make your cutouts in any pattern you want, so I used a spiky, pointy thing that looks kind of like a Sith saber would look. And I did both sides of it. The next thing you want to do is take your 1.25-inch pipe and cut a little piece off the back end and then stick it in the front. Now you're going to take your PVC pipe and glue it down over top of that little piece that you just stuck on. Next, you're going to take your 1 1/4 inch pipe and slide it down inside your cutout, and then cut it off here so that about a 1/2 inch still sticks out the bottom. Next, you're going to paint this short PVC pipe black, and then wrap enough black electrical tape around your 1 1/4 inch tube so that it fits down inside there really, really snug. The next thing you're going to do is take your sink faucet handle and glue it on the end. Next, you're going to take a saw and cut 3 little notches all the way around your emitter end. The next thing you're going to do is take your plastic for sale sign and cut out 3 fin-shaped pieces and paint them silver on both sides. Then you're going to glue your fins into the slots that you cut into this PVC pipe. And to finish the lightsaber, you're just going to glue a power button on.